Hey everybody, it's Brad with the Big Family Homestead, and it's happened again. The heating problems in this house have been significant. That would be a kind way to say what's going on here. Basically, I've figured it out. I'm gonna actually go ahead and start using, well, not using, I'm gonna use a busted clothes dryer to heat the house. Now I know that some of you are screaming at the top of your lungs, don't do that, bad idea, killing people, death, fires, all of that stuff, and you know what? Even I'm not that crazy. Here's the thing. What we've got is basically a motor that's on our squirrel cage that forces the air up through the house to heat the house. Well, it's gone crazy mental bad. So my plan, my goal is to go ahead, and I think there's a motor that's similar enough inside a dryer machine, like a clothes dryer, that has not been working right. So I'm hoping to pull that sucker out. Double fingers crossed, hope that it'll work, hope that I can make the mounting right, and then, yeah, so we're gonna heat the house with the dryer. So here's the booger right here. Obviously, it's not running right now, but the squirrel cage, I think, is fine. We've got it lubricated in a way that I don't think it's gonna be an issue, or it seems not to be an issue, I should say. This thing heats up and it starts squealing, it starts catching, it starts binding up. So the goal, like I said, is pull this sucker off, and hopefully that one that's in the dryer will work. All right, so here is the dryer in question. As you can see, it's been sitting out here a while. I did have it covered up, but you know, it gets wet. It's a barn. Stuff gets wet. It needs roofing. That's a whole nother topic. Not gonna talk about that today. So let's see if we can get this sucker open and hopefully pull out a motor that will be what we need, because I don't have $100 to put in a new motor. I just don't. Now, I am in no way a dryer technician or technologist or dryologist, but I'm kind of just looking at this logically, so I'm guessing that the heat source is over here. This is the vent, so I'm assuming the fan's gonna have to be in here somewhere. So I'm kind of just looking around for screws to pull apart and hopefully get that motor out of there. Well, as surprising as this may be, I was wrong in my assumption. This vent here, it goes to a squirrel cage of its own, but it looks like the motor mounts from the other side. So I'm gonna flip this over and keep cracking at it. Well, this doesn't seem to be what we need either. It looks like I gotta fix this from the inside down. So wrong again, but we'll keep cracking at it. All right, I gotta take a quick pause for a second. The little cow, Mr. E, he's over here bellowing because I don't think the girls let him out, or Caleb did not let him out. Whoever didn't let him out, they let him out. And he wants to be out, so I'm gonna let him out. But, hey buddy, did I forget to let you out this morning? Here, let's take care of that right now. Now that you've been outside, you wanna be outside. I don't blame you. I would want to be outside too. Look out. Here we go, bud. Come on out. Fly, be free. Have fun with your friends. There we go. Much happier with his buds. All right, wrong again. But this time, YouTube has said the top's got to come off. The spinning wheel of cleaning and drying comes out. That pulls out. Then you can get to the motor. So here goes nothing. Wrong again. All right, wrong again. Okay, so since this thing is broken and not really repairable, and the only thing salvageable about it is the motor and it's metal, Well, we're gonna get that motor out one way or another, and I'm gonna salvage the metal. So it's time to start with a little more extreme, yeah. All right, enough silliness. Got the top off, but I went to remove the drum, and lo and behold, the thing you're supposed to pull up on, it broke. This is flat out just getting beyond ridiculous. Aha! There she be. Come to Papa. Hey.
Hello. What are you doing?
Just trying to fix the dryer. What? You don't think I'm doing a good job?
I don't know anything about fixing dryers, so I can't say for sure.
This looks like the normal way you should fix a dryer.
Not really. I don't think so.
My moment of victory. Kind of. I gotta figure out how to get that thing off there.
Said something funny was going on out here.
I got the motor out.
It's a weird looking motor. Okay.
Might take a little bit to put it back together.
I'm thinking.
Pulley. This is gonna be a problem. I think I'm gonna have to call Prep Setter Bob, because there is no pulley mechanism that's similar on the other one. And I mean, I could probably, put some duct tape on there or whatever, but might not last too long. Okay, so this is where I have to pause, and I'm gonna go on over and chat it up with Prep Setter Bob, because I'm not sure that motor's gonna work on there. The pulley doesn't look like it's gonna. I just don't think it's worked. But it's not a whole debacle if it doesn't work, because there's plenty of other things I can use a good motor for, and I'll just keep a hold on that. But everything else was gonna be scrap anyway, so yeah, maybe I was a little dramatic, but it sure was fun. So I have a little issue I talked to you about on the phone with the blower. So I went ahead and pulled the dryer apart over here, and I think you could maybe say it's kind of a work of modern art now.
Oh.
Maybe like a Pollock painting or something.
Oh, you know what they call a guy when you hang him on the wall, right?
No.
Art.
But it was a little more difficult to get this thing apart than I thought. And since we're gonna scrap it, I just decided to get out a chainsaw and a hammer and a chisel.
That's why we have power tools.
Yep. All right, so this is what we got. I pulled this sucker out, and as you can see, I did it with masterful skill.
I see that.
And tenderness.
You did.
And care.
But the motor is
no.
No-go.
No-go.
I just had somebody email me about washers and dryers and stuff like that. This is the reason why you have to be careful, is most washers and dryers are just cheap. This is an open-faced motor. It's not an enclosed it's not even a medium or heavy-duty motor. It's just a cheap motor. That's why they only last a few years.
Well, wow. Do you have that number of the person that wants to buy a washer and dryer? Because I got one sale for cheap. I
got a deal for you.
All right, all is not lost. I was weeping tears of mourning because that stupid motor and the stupid thing was stupid, and I couldn't make it work.
He was a little triggered snowflake person.
Triggered? Calm down, Triggle Puffy. So we kind of was been busy but doing the things and the stuff. Actually, we ended up spending some time with Prep Sitter Bob and his lovely bride. And he goes, you know what? I know of a place that just might have it. And it's called Menards. They didn't have it. And I'm like, okay, fine, I'll shell out the money. Let's give it that. And then we went to another place that he thought might have an electrical motor called Home Depot.
And they didn't have it?
They didn't have it. So there's this one other place. It's in Rhinelander, Wisconsin. It's actually a really cool pawn shop. And usually pawn shops have gotten weird lately. Like everything is blue book value. And since the Pawn Stars, and it's that show, the Pawn Stars, and this place is like old school where you can go in and you can wheel and deal with them. And they had like everything. They had everything from like a medical, I saw a medical tool, what do they call it when they sterilize them? It was like that all down to like Barbie dolls and fireworks. and so, Prep Star Bob was like, let's check here one more time. And he pulls around the corner, he goes, ta-da!
It was actually starting to hurt my arm.
Sorry, it's heavy. And I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe my eyes. And then what was even better than that, right here.
It was $2,000.
Kind of close. No, $12. So I destroyed that beautiful piece of dryer. It was gonna be scrap anyway. So no loss. But Claire, go put this in. I'm gonna click stop and edit this video. You guys have an amazing day.